This InDesign video deals with resizing text. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a text box across all three columns. And I'm going to paste in some text. Then I'm going to go ahead and highlight that text. Zoom in a little bit. I've got multiple ways to be able to change the size of this. While it's selected, I can come up here and again change the typeface name. And I can either pick from the pull down list or do what I just did there, which is just highlight the existing font name and go ahead and start to pick, wait until it picks the one that I'm really looking for. Over here I see the type size, or the font size, and the leading, or the spacing between the lines. To change the font size, I could come up here and I could pull down on this preset list. Of course, I've got several 1-point increments, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then it starts to jump to larger increments, 14, 18, 24. I can use one of those if I want to, but if for some reason I wanted to come up with something else, there's another way that I could do this. I could just come into this box and I could guess. I could type in 26. I could type in 27 if I'm trying to get it to stretch the entire width, and that's great too. Another function though is to be able to come back in and hold down the Command Shift and then either use the less than symbol or the greater than symbol. So if I hold down Command Shift and hit the less than symbol, it is now jumping in 2-point increments because that's how my preferences are set. Or Command Shift and the greater than symbol will walk the text up until potentially it's too big, and then I have to walk it down one type of a step. So that's something that I can do to change the text right there from the keyboard. Same thing with the leading. I can either pull down to a specified number that I want to. I can highlight the box and I can type in any number that I want to. In this case, the Quick Brown Fox, I'm going to hit a return and do it like this. And I'm trying to get those two lines as large as possible. So I'm using the Command Shift and the greater than symbol to walk the text up in size. And then I can hold down the Option button. And I can use the up and down arrows on my keyboard to go ahead and space this out in 2-point increments as well. Or again, I could go ahead and highlight this and type in a predefined number if that's something that I was looking for. I can also adjust this in the preferences, advanced type, or to be able to change the units and increments, where I can come in here and I can say what size I want this to be. Again, the size and the leading right now are set to be at 2-point. I can go ahead and also change those numbers if for some reason I thought that they were making too small of a change control. One other thing that I can end up doing too, to change the size of the text. I think you'll find this fairly helpful when you're making logos or when you're working on something big like a poster, and I don't really want to sit around and mess around with small things about how big the type is. So I could just type in Red Fox. I'm going to go ahead and style this to be back to my Myriad Pro typeface. And what I can do with this is basically just leave the text box as large as the text is, and I can resize it like I would do a picture. So I can hold down the Command and the Shift buttons, grab this bottom right dot, and I can pull it to be whatever size I want it to be. So fairly helpful when I'm making logos or large objects. The other ones where I'm using the keyboard commands up here, like on this, when the text was highlighted with the text tool, Command Shift less than and greater than to walk it up 2 points at a time, or I can change these individually right here.